Should the House of Representatives formally investigate allegations of voter irregularities in 2020? Why or why not?
Well, President Biden is the president, of course, and I know that there was also kinds of conversation about the election. We're moving forward in this. We want to make sure that people have free and fair elections. This is something that, we don't often hear on the trail very often, but, in Oregon, it's mail by ballot. We want to make sure that every vote is counted and that everybody has a right to vote. And that's all I'm concerned with. And definitely want to see us go back to, the transition of power is peaceful. We didn't see it in 16. We didn't really see it in 20. And I certainly would like to get back to that.
Well, voting is actually a state level issue. And I think ultimately we need to be ensuring confidence in our elections. And we need to do that by having good systems in place. Here in Oregon, our vote by mail system is second to none. We have led the way nationally. And so making sure that voters have an opportunity to vote, making sure that ballots are easily accessible, I think voting rights is a critical part of protecting our democracy. And so making sure we have those systems in place, have those protections in place, and going forward that all Oregonians and all Americans have the right, who are eligible to vote, have the right and access to vote. And then making sure we have secure systems in place to protect our election and also protect those counting the ballot and make sure they're not being attacked. So we've had investigations of the 2020 elections already. There's been virtually no examples or findings of irregularities. And so we can feel really confident on those elections and then also who won. I'm actually running against someone who has denied the results of the 2020 election, which is really frightening because spreading fear about our democracy and undermining our democracy and as my opponent has done, celebrating and supporting the January 6th insurrection is very dangerous. I began my public service career over in Bosnia and Kosovo, managing the reconstruction schools and hospitals. I've seen what happens when countries fall apart. We cannot let that happen here.
So should we take that as a no? The House of Representatives should not formally investigate further into the 2020 election?
Thank you for following up. I think with regard to the 2020 election itself, we can be secure, we can be confident in the results, and we need to not go back and have an investigation of the results of the election, because I think the investigations have happened and they've proven that the elections were secure and confident. So in short, no, because that work has already been done.